Hi guys, and welcome to the Accrington Stanley vs Sunderland match preview. So this weekend on Saturday, Sunderland do go to Accrington Stanley, my favourite away day, my personal favourite away day this Saturday, in the hope that we can get back to winning ways. Last time out, Sunderland, we did lose by 3 goals to nil against Peterborough, and it was a terrible display. So I think it was really bad timing that this international break came round. And of course, we had to delay our game. We had to postpone our game against Burton last weekend because of international call-ups and what have you. And like I've said in a previous video, I don't want to keep having to build up these games in hand. I know, of course, there's lots of John McLaughlin, who's an integral figure for us. He saves us in so many games and saves our arses. So when he goes out on international duty, I suppose I can understand why we would want to postpone a game when someone as key as him is out. But again, I'm not a fan of building up all these games in hand. I'd rather just be on a level playing field with everyone else, because then I think fans and players alike, we can potentially just start to rely on these games in hand, which is not a safe bet. But anyway, we do go away from home, like I say, to Accrington Stanley. Now their form as of recently has been pretty inconsistent. So they started off the season with a 2-0 loss against Lincoln, which was then followed up by a game against Sunderland, against us, in the League Cup, where we did win by 3 goals to 1, and that was a very, very good day for us indeed. They then went to AFC Wimbledon, where they drew 1-1, and they got a man sent off there as well. Then they they welcomed Shrewsbury to the One Stadium, where they lost by 3 goals to 2, and then they lost to Fleetwood 2-0, with them getting another man sent off. So this is becoming a recurring theme here. Their discipline record isn't great so far this season, but then they got their first win of the season against a strong MK Dons side, where they won by 2 goals to 1, and then they went to they welcomed Fleetwood to the One Stadium again, but this time it was in the league trophy, and they won 2-1 with Fleetwood this time, getting themselves a man sent off. And then last time out in the league, they drew 3-3. It was a thriller at Bristol Rovers. Again, Accrington getting themselves a man sent off, but it did finish 3-3. So very, very inconsistent. Just the one league win for them so far this season. We are very familiar with Accrington. This will be, we've played them God knows how many times now. We've played them in League Cups and in the league several times over the last few months. But yeah, it will be a difficult game. I'm sure that they'll be desperate to get themselves their second win of the season. And of course, Sunderland just as much. I believe that this is almost a must-win. It might not seem like it, but I really think it is, because of course, with our aspirations and our aims for this season, we're obviously aiming for automatic promotion. That's the be-all and end-all of it. And we've hit our first real bump in the road with a poor performance against Peterborough, and we could put that down to Peterborough either having a really, really good day, or we were simply having a really bad day. Either way, I'm over it. Let's brush it under the carpet now. Let's brush that away, dust ourselves down. We've had enough time to calm down about it, and just hopefully that is a blip in the road, and we really need to get our momentum back underway. So anyway, here is my preferred starting 11 for this game. So I've gone for a sort of 4-4-2, as we have been getting used to seeing. I've gone with John McLaughlin in goal, the central two across the back 4. I've gone with Willis and Ozturk, who've started to gain a decent partnership there, so I don't really want to mess around with that too much. Hume on the left hand side, if he is fit, of course, and then Luke O'Nien on the right side, who did have his suspension lifted after it was found like Ivan Toney is a cheating little shit. But in the middle, I have gone for a change there. I'd like to see Dobson alongside Grant Leadbitter. To be fair, I'd rather either Grant Leadbitter or Power. I'm not really too fussed, but just as long as Dobson is in there, I think he's well worth it. I think he's worth his place in the side now. Leadbitter and Power for me. Again, I've said it millions of times now, they're far too similar. Dobson adds that little bit of extra energy, bit of legs as well to help us control that midfield. I mean, even McGeoch in there I'd like to see alongside Dobson, because them two were excellent against Burnley. But for me, to have the captain in there alongside Dobson, I think that'll be really a nice little partnership there in the middle. On the right-hand side, we have Lyndon Gooch. On the left, of course, we have our cheat code, Aidan McGeady. Now, up top, Maguire, there's a bit of a question mark over his fitness. I did see his the pre-match press conference today, but it wasn't mentioned whether he's actually back to full fitness, because I know he had a bit of a knock last time out. But I'm just hoping that this is under the assumption that Maguire is fit. I would have him alongside McNulty up top. Maguire, I'd probably like to see him drop into that sort of number 10 role and then get up alongside McNulty when we are on the counter-attack. But that would be my starting 11. If Maguire isn't fit, then of course I would go with Will Grigg, or maybe stick someone else, maybe a sort of Dobson in the 10 role, and then put Power or McGeoch in the middle, and then play a sort of 4-2-3-1. But yeah, that is the lamp I would like to go for. And again, of course, Charlie Wyke is suspended for this game, who also got himself sent off last time out against Peterborough. But now it is the prediction time. I did go on a really good run at the beginning of the season. I was getting every score prediction correct. Last couple, not so good. I got the Burnley one wrong, and of course I got the Peterborough score wrong as well. But for this one, I do predict a big bounce back. I think we will show a lot of character, and I'm going to go for a Sunderland 3-0 win. I think a clean sheet for me is the biggest thing, but I also think we're going to end up running rampant at the WAM Stadium. I'm hoping so anyway. I'm going to be there to witness it, so I'm hoping, every time I've gone, I've never seen us lose away at Accrington. So that is my prediction. I won't go for goal scorers, I don't want to push it, but I do think we're going to see a Sunderland 3-0 away win. So again, you let me know in the comments below, what team would you like to go with? What score do you think is going to be, and everything like that? Let me know in the comments down below. And again, if you are going to the game and you see me, don't hesitate to say hi. It'd be nice to see you guys. It's always awesome to meet you lot. But anyway, if you have enjoyed the video, please hit the like button for me. It'd be massively, massively appreciated. And subscribe to the channel if you're not already, to become a fully fledged member of the Sassy Army. But for now, you take care and stay jamming.